Hello again, YouTube. I am back with another unboxing. TikTok has been very generous this week, and I have gotten yet another tarot deck. And so, without further ado, let's jump right into the unboxing and flip through in first impressions of the Santa Muerte Book of the Dead Tarot. This deck is not a new deck. I know this isn't something exciting for a lot of people, but I didn't really see a lot of flip throughs for this either when I was trying to decide if I wanted to buy it. So we're going to talk about it. I did not get the cool coffin box one. I've got the slide top, and it's a good sturdy box. It's a low scarabeo or scarabeo, however you say it, deck, which means it's already quality and worth it right off the top without even touching it, we know. And as you can see, the design stops on the outside. We got the red top. For the book, whoops, accidentally showing cards. For the book, it's got pretty awesome art, if you ask me. And it's the typical Los Scarabeo deck book with the information in English, Italian, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and I do not know what the other two languages are because they're more symbols than words. So I'm sorry if somebody knows. Please comment and let me know. And then, of course, you know, if you've ever had a deck from them, it's got the artwork, the story behind the deck, and then the information about the cards. And like I said, it's multiple different languages, so the majority of this book is just the other languages. There's not really a whole lot of tarot info in that. And then next we have, because you know I always show these, the little advertisement card. Somebody in live said probably Arabic. No, it is actually, it looks like maybe a Russian or something, and then the other is an Asian language. It's those two right there. And for YouTube, it's these two right here on the bottom. I should have thought to show that and ask. Okay, so we got the advertisement on the front. This is just pretty artwork that is a blow up of the skull that is on the back of the box. And then it's got the back of the card on the other side. So this could actually mix in with your deck really easily if you don't pay attention. I save mine. You may want to take yours out. Smells weird, as all of these decks do. I think it's because it's like a plasticky material that they use, but good quality. I do have one little bent up card. I'm not sure what happened here. I'm gonna write it up to just a mess up. I mean, you can just barely see that the top is bent. I don't even know how well the camera's gonna pick it up because I don't see it on my iPad camera. But good quality cardstock as always. This shit ain't bending. Sorry for the language. And without further ado, we're just going to jump right into the deck. So, we're going to start with the Fool. And right off the bat, I'm going to tell you that this deck, the whole time I was flipping through it to check that all the cards were there, just pulled something inside of me. I am descended from Native and Hispanic, both. And I feel the pull in this. Like, shoo, I just can't explain it any other way. These cards, this deck speaks to me in ways another deck has not ever spoken to me. And fun fact, for those who don't know, Santa Muerte or Santísima Muerte is holy death or the most holy death. Santa being holy and Santísima being the most holy. And she is a not authorized saint in Mexico. She's not recognized by the church outside of Mexico, and she's what they call a people's saint. And she is pretty much in charge of literally death, justice, life, birth. I don't even know what all she does, and what she does is determined, or what she's used for is determined by the color of her cloak. So you'll notice throughout the deck, Santísima Muerte herself is in many different colors depending on what she's standing for. And she is also a protector of those who are doing things that aren't exactly legal but out of necessity. So I'm not going to elaborate on that, but I'm sure you guys can figure out what I mean when I say that. This card right here is a good description, or good example, not description, a good example of what I mean. This is both Santísima Muerte. This is her in her whites, which I believe you can go to her for everything when she's in white. And then black is her in her death. You'll notice Santisima Muerte in the black looks like the Grim Reaper. So, just a little lesson there. If you have any interest in her at all, I recommend Googling her and reading up as much as you can because it's a wonderful history. And you'll notice as I progress, especially with this card, there is a tie to the Virgin Mary or Our Lady of Guadalupe. If you're familiar with Our Lady of Guadalupe, you'll recognize the robes and dress here. The colors are what are traditionally associated with Our Lady of Guadalupe. And in many Mexican artists' pictures of her, you will see what looks like Our Lady of Guadalupe, except with a skeleton's face. That is Santa Muerte. There are places in Mexico where it's not okay to worship her, and so they gotta try and hide it the best they can. One thing I have never seen is a Santa Muerte that is anything but a skeleton. I don't think that exists. If it has skin, then it is Guadalupe. It is not Muerte. Because that's the whole point. She's death. And one thing I do notice here, while the sugar skull in colors is not very present, you can see, especially in this card, the little carvings in the skulls. This one is painted, but these are just carved. That is more traditional, what the Dia de los Muertos skulls look like. I'm terrible pronouncing sugar in Spanish, so I'm not going to tell you what they're called in Spanish, but just know they're definitely beautiful, whether they're painted or not. And I am fascinated by them, always have been. Now we're going into the Ace of Cups. So, suit of cups. Here we go. I love this Two of Cups. I feel like this really speaks on the meaning behind the card in a way I've not seen done before. I keep kicking my stand, I'm sorry. This deck is so bright, it's so colorful. I'm in love. I love it. And I like how the Five of Cups, of course, we know what the Five of Cups is, loss, focusing on the negative, not so much the positive. And I love how he's got the maze where his brain should be. If that doesn't fit the feeling of that card, I don't know what does. That feeling of not being able to find your way and not being able to see the light. It's perfect. Like this hits on the more, I don't want to say negative side of things, but this digs into those deeper emotions behind the cards in ways that a lot of decks seem almost afraid to do. A lot of decks are sunshine and butterflies, and even if you don't realize it looking at the artwork, you'll notice it kind of tiptoes around the bad sides of things. That's my opinion. I mean, at least how I see it. I know not everybody's going to agree with me, but next is coming the Ace of Pentacles. So we're heading into the Pentacles now with this beautiful. Tell me that just does not evoke the earth feeling of this suit. Like, seriously. Every deck I get, I say, wow, this is the most beautiful deck I've ever had. Nothing can be better. The other day, it was Alice in Wonderland. Well, I think this is at least competitive with Alice in Wonderland, if not mastering and topping it. This is an astounding deck that a lot of research and work went into, and I feel like there's just nothing can compete with a well-researched and well-thought deck. I'm sorry, this just can't. Personal opinion again, but you feel the love that goes into this deck, the time, the energy. You can feel it, and it makes it so much better. And then, of course, like I said, you got that beautiful back, which just brings it all together with that sugar skull wreath. This is pretty too. I'm almost getting to the point where we have to do a deck a day to be able to get used to everybody. I need to start doing reviews on some of the decks as well, so I can say that all of my decks have been reviewed. Okay, now we're going into wands, and the fire energy is real in this suit. The colors just, It's something I'm seeing in all of the suits and even the major arcana with this deck, is that the colors speak more than anything else. If you read based on color, or you, how do I want to call this? If you interpret via colors more than anything else, this is an amazing deck for you. For me, bright enough colors will give me a feeling. Like I see these reds and I just feel the warmth and the energy of the fire. So if you read like that, this is a deck for you. If you would love to learn how to read like that, this may be a deck for you. I don't know if that's something you could really learn, but this would be a good one to try. And of course, as with all of my decks, I will have the link in the description with everything, as always, how to get paid readings, how to join us on TikTok every night so you can be here and watch these things live and get your readings on demand, all that fun stuff. I've even got some bonus stuff down there, so make sure you're taking a look at that description box. Make sure you're subscribing, clicking that bell, you know, all the YouTube things that help us grow and help us be friends. I just love her outfit. I don't know. I am definitely trying to get back on track this week with my readings, so look for that. Finally, we have the Ace of Swords, and I like how this deck changes things up. Wait till you see this. This is beautiful. I love this. How about this for the Two of Swords? Is that not unique? But it still gets the message across. I also like this interpretation of the Three of Swords. When I realized that this was the three, I feel like this speaks better than just the big heart with stabbings through it. You get that whole impression of they stabbed me in the back, they hurt me, they betrayed me in a better way than just a pierced heart. And you could interpret that as he is the one doing the piercing or the saving. So it adds layers to the card that you couldn't get in a regular traditional Three of Swords imagery. I also like this. It's pretty awesome. I feel like this would be a good deck for Halloween as well. I'll probably use this deck on the Day of the Dead, just out of respect. I think it'd be cool. It's my opinion anyway. And we are drawing to the end. We are getting the Page, Knight, Queen, and King. So if you haven't already, please take a moment and press that subscription button as well as the bell next to it to be notified whenever I post again. I am trying to get back into the swing of things, being here with my readings every weekend. Of course, you know I post an unboxing every deck I get, so you'll never miss out on those. I am trying to get my reviews done next. I got a couple decks here I could review, honestly. So hopefully I can get that stuff rolling out, get y'all some content. Still working on getting monetized. You know, we can't build without each other. So with that being said, I will see you guys again. I have another deck to unbox, and I'll see you all very, very soon after that. I promise you. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.